Last night, Brownson Arena was bumping for CMU volleyball's semifinal win over Regis. Tonight, to quote Rockmaster Scott, the roof was on fire for the championship game, and they were stuffed to the rafters in Brownson Arena to see the Mavs take on Metro State. In the first, it'll be Casey Ball forcing the Roadrunners to watch Doc McStuffins. CMU up early. Later in the game, Aaron Perez with the outstanding save to keep it alive. Casey Ball then helps her out. It'll be Christian Otzen. Welcome to her block. Mavs take game one, and you better believe that they were fired up after that, and why not? The whole gym was. Game point in the second. This was a long rally. Abby Steinkircher with the hammer, and Brownson Arena exploded with that one. It's championship point. Jordan Moody setting them up, and Casey Ball is knocking them down. Elevation Holmes with an exclamation point. The Mavs win the RMAC championship 3-0. That point to win game two, absolutely huge.
It was just awesome, especially coming back after 6 points and then having that crowd behind you and then having the confidence of the aces and the blocks and the kills. And it is such a momentum game. Like, as you can see, I think we did a really great job of today of not giving them as much as we did yesterday. They got a few points here and there, and we took it right back from them.
For some, the thrill of making it to the playoffs is enough. But for the Western Slope teams in action today, they had serious state title aspirations, and we start with the side that's converted itself into the top dog in their class, Paonia, who has stormed through the 1A so far. And just a game away from a shot to defend their title. If they beat Resurrection Christian today, they'll get to host one. But it was a rough start for the Eagles. Might be the first time all year they've trailed. Dagan Rinks a bit late on the throw. Dakota Murrow with the pick 6, and the Eagles find themselves in an 8-0 hole. Back on offense, Taylor Walters led them down the field and gets the payoff here from 5 yards out, and the Eagles close the gap, trailing just 8-7. Next possession, guess who? Walters takes it out of the backfield again, one cut, and he gone 24 yards. It's the second of his 3 rushing scores in the game as they assume the lead, and it all started to click from there. The Cougars were driving here, but the defense puts an end to that. Luke Mott shovel pass and laying out first. Trevor Smith for the INT. Later in the second, Walters over the top to Logan Shop. He ran for 3 and threw for 2 more. It's on to the championship game next weekend as the Eagles try to defend the title at Paonia Town Park. Now up in Delta, Panthers hosting #1 Discovery Canyon. Second Thunder possession, Andrew Hall calls his own number and takes it in for the score from 10 yards out. Extra point no good. Disco leads 6-0. Delta needs an answer. Cue Johnny Ponce. That end is a beast. Breaks through the line and is gone. 79 yards, and the Panthers are hanging in early, and he is only a junior, ladies and gentlemen. But Discovery Canyon is a solid football team. You knew they weren't going anywhere. Spencer Chambers runs it into your living room. Thunder back on top 13-7. Later, Hall scrambling. He was keeping plays alive all afternoon. Perfect example here. Keeps his eyes downfield and finds Chambers. That 22-yard strike makes it 20-7. Ensuing Panther drive, Cade Gafford drops back and is drilled by Blake Lowry. Ball on the ground. Lowry scoops it and scores 15 yards. Thunder lead 26-7. Gafford would actually leave the game with an injury from that play. Disco proceeds to pull away as they win 47-7, your final. Now sticking in 3A, Rifle was in Johnston taking on Roosevelt, where there was plenty of snow to go around. The Bears' rushing attack has been dominant all season. It was tailor-made for a day like this. Ty Levitt takes the handoff and shows the Rough Riders how he rolls in for the score. Bears go for 2 and get it. They lead 8-0. Later, it's Brock Clark lowering the boom. Teddy Roosevelt felt that one. He goes in for the score. Bears shut him out, open up shop. 15-0 your final. They will host Fort Morgan in the semis and get one more week.
It's a great feeling because what we always talk about as a team is we want 7 more days together, and with just every win in the playoffs, we get to spend 7 more days.
We knew it was going to be tough, and we just came in here and we tried to play as hard as we could, and I pretty much just gave the ball and everybody else did the work.
Montrose wasn't out in Broomfield, and this one looked like a game in your backyard. Gotta love the snow. Mike Rocha was loving the snow too because it meant he got the rock a lot. Here he is punching it in from a couple of yards out, and the Indians are looking good early. Later it'll be Rocha again. Not now, Ma. That man's doing work. Look at him earning every yard, looking like a young Mike Allstott with the short sleeves and no gloves. He'd be dragged down inside the 5, would later punch it in for the score. Sarah, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Mike Rocha, and that's your punchline too. He does it all this time. He scampers in and then throws on the brakes with the snow tires. But Broomfield has been Cinderella thus far this tournament, and it's not quite midnight just yet. The deep ball is caught by Nathan Lawrence. The Eagles stun the Indians 24-20. Their magical run continues. For Montrose, their season is finished. Switching up to the college level, CMU hosting Western State in their season finale. To the third, Mavs trail 17-3 back up in their own end zone. Andrew Crota incomplete downfield, but appears to injure his leg on the throw. He would leave the game. Later, Western State driving. Mavs Mark Palacio with great pursuit makes the tackle. That right there is a redshirt senior making his final game count. Mountaineers looking for points. Brett Arrive with the fade. Josh Weller bobbling it, appears to haul it in. Ruled no catch. Would have been an outstanding grab. Instead, we go to third down. Mavs need a stop, and Marcus Cross delivers with the sack. Mountaineers try a field goal, no good. Ultimately, the Mavs rally for 28 second-half points. They beat Western State 31-23 and finish the season 6-5.
You know, that was a great knock-knock joke. I just have to throw it out there.
It had legs, right?
Yeah, it was great. Awesome. Thanks so much, Dave. We'll be right back.